Hello, people, and welcome to the 6 p.m. session, bodyweight session. So everything today is obviously scheduled for bodyweight. If you do bring equipment, please use it. If you have it, use it. Resistance bands, weights. We are going to be using a towel today for a piece of equipment. So if you haven't got a towel just yet, go and grab one. I'll give you a minute or so to go and grab one. A body towel, okay, so like a bath towel, obviously compared to a face towel, we need something big. So go grab your towel. We'll make a start in the warm-up, and then we'll get stuck into today's session. Just quickly, yesterday, Monday, start of the week, we worked with ratios. We worked with 2-to-1 ratios, 60 seconds work, 30 seconds rest. Today, again, we're working with ratios. This time, though, there's a lot of differences compared to yesterday in terms of ratios and setup, so we'll get involved with that. Evening, Helen. Hope you're well. Towel at the ready. Perfect stuff. Okay. I think, Helen, it could just be me and you. But let's see. I'll keep an eye on the old invitations. Let's make a slow start. Let's get warmed up, and then I'll explain everything we've got going on today. So, find some space. Let's have some 10 squats. Just take your time. I'm actually going to shut these again. Just for, there we go, much better. So 10 squats, slow and slow. Just find your footwork, sit down and stand up. Keep the chest up nice and high. Make sure the knees are tracking the toes. Test your depth. Chest up nice and proud. 10 reps or so. Then from there, some lunges. Let's have a big step forward or a big step back, entirely up to you. I like to go backwards with my lunges. 4 or 5 each leg. Keep the chest up. Test your depth. Hands out for balance. Feet on train tracks underneath your hips. Then from there, separate your feet fairly wide, okay? Toes at a 10 to 2 angle. We're going to keep our legs straight, or at least one leg straight. Maybe hands out for balance. I'm going to dip down to the side and push across and push across. Really test your depth. Find that stretch on the straight leg. And again, 4 or 5 each leg. Then from there, hands up. So again, legs in a very similar position. Hands up now in an X, a big body X. We're going to go straight arms, straight legs, down towards the opposite toe. Try and keep those hips back, legs straight. And again, just slowly rotate through. 4 or 5 each side again. Then from there, if you can hold on to something, perfect. We're going to have a few straight leg kicks. Start off slow. Find your rhythm. Learn some speed and momentum. Then drive through. Get a really nice high leg in front of the body. Again, just to get the hamstrings and the hips involved. Quite easily 8, 10, 12, 15 reps, both legs. So just make your way through. Start off slow. Find your rhythm. Drive up high. Make sure you find a hamstring stretch. And then let's hit the deck. Let's lie down on our backs. We're looking for the glute bridge. So dig the heels into the floor. Dig them in, squeeze the glutes, tight core. We're looking to touch the sky with our hips. Drive up as high as you can. The floor's super hot, so don't spend a lot of time on the floor. We're looking for 15 reps. Squeezing up as high as you can. After your 15 reps, Arms go straight, feet together, knees together. Really drive the shoulder blades down to the floor. And then from there, knees stay together and rock down to the side. Feet stay together, knees stay together, shoulder blades on the floor. Quite easily 6, 8, 10, both sides. Entirely up to you when you feel ready. You can move on. So just take your time doing that. Again, that'll just mobilize the lower back and the hips. Once you finish that rotation, on to a plank position for some shoulder taps. Okay. So straight arms, straight legs. By all means, drop down to your knees. Separate the feet slightly and tap the opposite shoulder. Try not to sway left and right. 5 or 6 each arm. If it is difficult, always drop down to your knees. Reduces the pressure on your wrists and maybe your lower back as well. And then we're going to finish with the Spider-Man rotation. Very similar position. Left foot drives up as high as it can. The left hand goes to the ceiling. Again, you can always keep the knee on the floor to make this easier. Then the right foot, the right hand. 4 or 5 each side to finish that off. So we either go straight legs, knee off the floor to make it harder, or keep the knee on the floor to make things a little bit easier. 4 or 5 each side. Grab a quick drink. I'll explain today's session. We'll dive straight in. We've got lots to get through. So yesterday's session, if you were with me, we had 60 seconds work with 30 seconds rest. A 2-to-1 ratio. We had 15 exercises and we just went all the way through, okay? Not really regarding muscle groups, and it's a 2-to-1 ratio. Today, we've got, again, 15 exercises. They're grouped together in 5s for particular muscle groups, and it's a 3-to-1 ratio. 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest. So although it's less seconds in the work, it's also a lot less seconds in the rest. So we'll dive straight in. Some will be with the towels, some will be without, just body weight. And like I said, if you do have dumbbells, kettlebells nearby, please use them. First one is going to be legs. And Helen can feel it in her abs today from yesterday, which is a fantastic sign. So technically today, because of the ratio, technically today's a little bit harder. Obviously, it depends on where your strengths lie. You may find this a little bit easier because there's less work, but also less rest. We'll see. First up then, I'll roll off the 5 exercises. If you need an alternative, let me know, and I'll try and give you one there and then. Lunges to start, either forwards or backwards. So we'll have 45 seconds of lunges. Okay, test your depth. Entirely up to you. Clams for number 2. So we're onto our side plank with a bent knee. We drive the hips up and forward, obviously both sides as well. Then we have sprogs. We can either hold the sprog with no movement, or we can have the movement to make it challenging. Knees off the floor. We can either hold here, or if you want a challenge, push through, push through, push through. Okay, entirely up to you. Then we're going to have hamstring crybabies. We're going to lie on our front. We're going to swim through treacle as fast as we can. Big, fast movements. Super, super, super quick. You're going to swim through treacle with your legs. And then the last one with a towel. And again, don't worry, I'll demo all these again as we go through, so don't worry if you forget. We have a glute bridge X pull. So with your towels, come underneath the legs, flip it over, and grab the opposite ends. So now you can see I'm in that sort of X position. Grab the very ends of the towels, make sure you've got a tight grip. You're going to dig your heels in, drive your hips up, pull your knees out and pull your arms out as well. And you'll feel some tension through the towel. So as your legs separate as well, and your arms pull in and across, they're almost going to fight against each other. And you come into like this static hold with your hips off the floor. It'll make sense when you get there. And again, remember, I will demo it again. So if you need any alternatives, let me know. If not, lunge is up first, 45 seconds. So I think we're all set, ready to go. Lunges, 45 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Lunges. Just take your time. Either step forwards or step back, entirely up to you. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Keep the feet on train tracks. Nice, proud posture. And that's 20 seconds gone already. Well done, people. Keep this up. And if you were with me yesterday, the 15 seconds will fly by. Yesterday was 30 seconds rest, and that flew by. So this is even quicker today. Keep lunging then. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You've got clams next. 15 seconds rest. Into position. That 15 seconds will go quick. Drive the hips up and forward. Remember both sides. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Clams. If you want to make it harder, separate the feet, separate the knees, and drive those hips up. So as you maybe can feel, this is leg dominant. And flip over, hit the other side. So you really should feel it in the glutes, that isolation of the glutes. The hip should be burning, almost like a crampy sensation. Hips up and forward. Remember, we can separate the feet as well to make things a little bit harder. Sprogs coming up next. Remember, we can either hold the sprogs, no movement, knees still off the floor, or we can move forwards, backwards. Relax there. Enjoy your 15 seconds rest. Sprogs then. Either hold the position, knees off the floor, or if you want to challenge, come into a big push forwards and backwards. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So you may already have a bit of a feeling of what you prefer if you were with me yesterday compared to today. You may prefer the longer periods of rest with the longer work as well. Or you may not mind the shorter work and the shorter rest. If we look at the ratios, today's a lot harder. It's a 3 to 1. Keep this up then, just over 10 seconds. Hamstring crybabies next. We're going to lie on our stomach. We're going to swim through treacle as fast as we can. 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. 15 seconds rest. That's the time for a quick drink and into position. Onto your stomachs. We're going to swim through treacle as fast as you can. Drive, drive, drive. Also remember big movements if you can. Just don't bash your toes on the floor. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Swim, swim, swim. Fire those legs. Get those hamstrings burning. So then we're going to have the glute bridge X pull after this. So I'll show you the setup again. Don't worry if you can't remember. That's 20 seconds gone. 15 seconds to go. Keep this up. Keep firing those legs. That crampy sensation is going to kick in. Keep breathing. Keep swimming. Keep pushing. Imagine you're swimming through treacle. 5, 4. And relax there. Enjoy your rest. Let's get the towels at the ready then to finish off this set. I'd go for a little fold method if you want to be a bit fancy. Underneath your legs, grab the very ends, swap it over, bend your knees, hips up, knees drive out, but hands pull out as well. The towel should be nice and tight. The hands and the legs fight each other. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze up, off we go. Pull the legs out wide. Pull the hands in. Squeeze the shoulders back. If you don't feel the tension, you're not quite doing it right. So what I would suggest is just drop the towel and go for your glute bridge. But if you can feel a super tight tension with the legs and the arms, you're in position. Keep those hips up. Fight the legs, fight the arms. Pull, 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 pull. Should be nice and tight. 15 seconds. Embrace that burn. Keep pulling, arms fight the legs, legs fight the arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the hips, relax. Grab a drink. Fantastic work. That's round 1. Fantastic. 5 exercises down, 10 more to go. Let's move on. As you rest, I'm going to explain the next 5. Okay? So, number 1. Bum burner with your towel. I'd probably tuck yourself in if you don't want carpet burn. Okay. Again, we're going to come with a bit of a folded technique. Grab the very ends. And I want you to imagine you're in the gym with the big battle ropes. Okay. We're going to have it around the bum. Just like you come out the bath and you're going to dry your bum. Have a small squat. And that enables the towel to sit perfectly around the edge. And you're going to punch, 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 fight, fight, fight. And speed, speed, speed. And that'll burn the shoulders, the biceps, the chest. Just like the battle ropes do in the gym. Number 2, back with the towel. We're going to have a hammer curl lunge. So stand in the middle. One leg forward. One leg back, and we're going to pull our arms down and lunge as well, and then push up. I'll show you from the side angle. Obviously, we'll have halfway, and there won't be many reps. But again, the arms and the legs work against each other. That one's a very tough one. You will burn. Z press then. 3 straight off the bat with the towel. Z press, super straight legs. Just past shoulder width with the towel. You're going to sit up nice and tall. Push, pull, rotate, push. And I want you to rip this towel in half. Pull, push, above the head. Rip that towel in half. Inchworm for number 4. If you do have wrist issues, you can maybe just move your feet, okay? So ideally, inchworm, down to our feet, step, 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 into a plank, and then push back up. If you do have any wrist issues, you can come into a plank and just move your feet up and down, which is a little bit less impact on the wrists. And then number 5 to finish off is the Spider-Man twist, which we see in the warm-up. We can either add a little hop in between if you're super confident. If not, keep the knee on the floor, do your variation, left, right, left, right, left, right. Let's get ready. Bum burner. Towels at the ready. Tuck yourself in if you need to. Again, if you do need an alternative, please let me know ASAP. And I'll get you one ready for that exercise. But bum burner, Tuck the top in. Semi-squat. 45 seconds at the ready. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Remember, pushing through, pushing through, pushing through. Big movements, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards. Really drive those arms. You look a bit funny, but I guarantee your arms will be on fire after this. Keep fighting, keep pushing. 15 seconds. And the towel can always add up for a bit of a sweat towel as well. I'm not even doing the exercises, I'm just demoing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Enjoy your rest. Hammer curl lunge. So again, stand in the middle. I'm going to go left leg first. So I need the towels like this. Stand on the middle. Big step forward. Pull down, push up. Pull down, push up. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Get ready for halfway. Obviously, we'll change legs, but the arms and the legs fight against each other again. So you should get the biceps involved with the legs. 3, 2, 1. Swap arms. So just take your time. Make sure you don't trip over. I've done that many a time. Swap legs. Timers on. Back in. So we squeeze the arms as we go down, and then we push the legs as we go up. Z press after this. Exercise 3. And relax there. 15 seconds rest. Time for a quick drink and get into position on the floor. We're going to have super straight legs. If you want the core activation, a bit of a challenge, keep your feet off the floor, but with straight legs. So just past shoulder width. If you want that challenge, bring the feet off. We pull, we push above the head. And constant tension through that towel. I want you to rip the towel in half. 3, 2, 1, off we go. And the Z press needs that tension in the towel, otherwise you're just sort of moving a towel with no tension. Remember, we need this towel to mimic the weights in the gym. And for this movement, we need that tension out wide. Fantastic for shoulder health, mobility. Keep this up, 10 seconds. You've got the inchworm next. Remember, if you've got weak wrists or any injuries, we can go with just the feet moving instead of the hands moving. 3, 2, 1, inchworm. Off we go. Test your flexibility. Walk your way all the way down. Plank position, inch by inch. Step, step, step. All the way back up. If you want to test yourself and test your core ability, see how far you can walk down and out. The longer you go, the harder it is. So you can pass the plank and carry on going. You won't get many reps in. There's only 15 seconds left. For what, 4, 5, 6 reps? I'll definitely add the intensity. 5 seconds, and then we're going to finish with the Spider-Man twist. We do it in the warm-up. Again, just to recap. 3, 2, 1, relax there. Grab a drink, grab a rest. Spider-Man twist then to finish off this round. Left foot, left hand. If you're confident, hop in between. Okay, if not, just keep this knee back on the floor. 3, 2, 1, off we go. 45 seconds and left, right, left, right, left, right to finish off round 2. which sets us up perfectly for round 3. Makes sense. The weather cannot decide its mind today. Sunny, cloudy, thunder. Keep working, just over 10 seconds. Keep this up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fantastic work. Grab yourself a drink again. As you guys rest, I'm going to explain number 3, the final round. And if you know me by now, I like to finish off these sessions with a core specific session. A lot of the exercises that you've seen already today will definitely involve the core, but these are more core specific, core primary. So we're going to have an alternate leg raise. We're going to have a dorsal raise, long and short with your towel, mountain climbers, and a Russian punch with your towel. So alternate leg raise. We're going to have lying on our backs. If you're not as confident, let's go straight legs, but sitting on your hands. If there's any lower back pain, keep your knees bent. Okay. If you want to challenge, come with your hands behind your head. Okay. Left, right, left, right, left, right. So, Helen's super sunny here in South Wales. I'm coming back then. I'm coming back. It's crazy up here actually. Number 2 then is a dorsal raise. So lie on your stomachs. Let's just change the angle slightly. There we go. Lie on your stomachs. Okay. Squeeze your lower back and come up into a C shape. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Try and get the knees off the floor as well. Long and short, we're going to come in with a towel for this one, because your knees will push into the towel and your towel will push into your knees. Onto your backs, just past shoulder width. We're going to push the knees against the towel and tuck into a really small ball. And then we extend out. And again, with this one, if there's any lower back pain, keep the knees bent. Don't go as long. Mountain climbers then, for number 4. Again, if there's any wrist issues, go onto your elbows, onto a sofa or a box or pillows, something that's elevated. Okay, now drive in, drive in, drive in. If you want to challenge, bend the elbows, rotate the knees, and we're going to finish with a Russian punch, which is with your towel, very similar to a Russian twist, but this time we're almost just punching forward. Punch, punch, punch. Punch, punch, punch with your towel. Try and keep your towel again nice and tight with the width. If you need an alternative, let me know. If not, let's get ready for the final round. Core specific. So Helen, I'm sure you'll be burning after this one if you're a bit in pain from yesterday. Alternate leg raise. Super straight legs if you can, with your hands above your head. That'll be the perfect one. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So the legs are just up, up, down, up, down. Almost like you're running. Doing fantastic. Keep this up. Let's change the angle again. Three, 2, 1. Dorsal raise. So lie onto your stomachs. Squeeze up onto your stomachs. Squeeze the lower back. Lift up. Again, chest and knees off the floor if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. It's not long left. What have we got? Dorsal raise, long and short, mountain climbers, Russian twist. 3 more after this one. So less than 3 minutes work. Again, fantastic. If you joined me yesterday, that's definitely a win. I'm sure you had many more during yesterday's day. Today, again, people with me, that's another win. And again, I'm sure you've had plenty more wins other than just today's session. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Enjoy your rest, long and short. Bring your towels into play. Go as long as you can, and then tuck in to be a really small ball, long and short. Remember, the knees push against the towel, and the towel push against the knees. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Long and short. Lying on your back. Again, if there's any lower back pain, keep the knees bent. Don't go as long. But there is also a fine line between strengthening the lower back and helping the pain. "15 seconds, we've got 2 more. Keep this hard work up. Keep pushing through. Helen, I'm sure you're in pain, but no pain, no gain. Embrace it. 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. Mountain climbers then. So we can either go elbows on a sofa, hands, straight arms, straight legs, driving in, or we can bend the elbows, rotate the knees. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. That's 20 seconds gone already. Keep driving those legs. Keep those knees super low to the floor. I say it every time. If you get carpet burn, you're doing it right. We want to tuck the hips down, engage the core, the lower the knees, the bigger movements you can have. We've got Russian punch to finish off. Grab your towels in 3, 2, 1. Slowly into position, 15 seconds rest. The final exercise, Russian twist variation with your towels. Lean back, engage the core. We're going to have some big twisting punches. Punch, punch, punch. Rip the towel in half. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Big effort, big final push. 45 seconds to finish off. Keep pushing. Keep that towel tight. Push, twist, push, twist. You can always lock the feet and bring them off the floor for this last 15 seconds. Big final challenge. 10. Don't stop. Don't slow down. Make yourself proud. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax there. Fantastic work. Grab a drink. Catch your breath. Well done. So yesterday, 2-to-1 ratios. 60 seconds work, 30 seconds rest. Today, 3-to-1 ratios, 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest. Again, 15 exercises, and truthfully, very similar exercises. Today, we conditioned them all together in a group of 5, so they're very muscle group specific. You may notice we have legs, upper body, and then core. And all these subtle differences can really make a difference in developing the session. So yesterday, Monday, start of the week, could have gone super hard, a 4-to-1 ratio, okay? But the idea is not to kill you, obviously. So it gradually may build this up. throughout this week and see what we can play around with in terms of ratios. Tomorrow, maybe a 4-to-1, it might be a 5-to-2, depending on the exercises that are prescribed and the groups that we've got. Let's cool down. And Helen really enjoyed them both, which is absolutely perfect to hear. I appreciate it. So let's cool down and stretch off. We did a full body pretty much, so let's just go into our sort of wide stance with our feet. The wider the better, I'd say. Not super wide, where you need muscle activation to keep you up, but just the standard sort of stretch where you feel a bit of tension through the hips. Because then we're going to have our hands on the hips. We're going to push our hips forward, lean back with the shoulders. Nice deep breaths. Then we're going to slowly drive the hips back. Don't worry about how far you go down. Just make sure those hips go back. Chest stays up. Squeeze the shoulders back. Should be able to wiggle your toes and find a nice hamstring stretch. Now we're going to again lift up. Hips go forward. Shoulders go back. Nice deep breaths. You might find a bit of a stretch in your abdominal area, especially Helen, if you've got a bit of DOMS in that area. And then this time we'll go all the way down to the floor. So the hips go back, the hands leave the hips, they reach for the floor and they just relax down. If you're a bit confident with stretching, you can have a bit of a bounce, just to add a few extra millimeters. And then from there, we're going to sway toe to toe, side to side. And every time you reach for your toe, you can always straighten your leg. Just relax the shoulders down, side to side. Then slowly come up. Might get a rush of blood, so just take your time, nice deep breaths. Slowly stand up. We're going to stretch the glutes. So figure of 4. Again, by all means, just hold on to something. Figure of 4, so right ankle on your left knee. I'm going to secure it in and then sit those hips down into like a half squat. The deeper I sit, the more I'll feel it. By all means, you can do this in a lying variation. If you know the lying variation, jump into that. For me, I think it's a little bit better, the lying variation. It's harder and longer to set up. Standing variation's very easy for a cool down. Make sure you get both legs then, find that sweet spot and hold it for 15-20. Let's get the hip flexors. Obviously a lot of legs and a lot of core action, so the quads and the hip flexors are definitely used. We can go to a kneeling technique. Again, if you know the kneeling technique from one of my 7 o'clock sessions, jump into that. If not, come into the classic old school heel to bum. Hips go forward, shoulders go back. Find that stretch in the quads and the hip flexors. 15-20 seconds. Shake it off, both legs. Hips forward, shoulders back, knees together. Make sure both shoulders come back as well. This is my left leg. If my left shoulder drops forward, I'll find it hard to find the stretch. If my left shoulder comes back and my right shoulder comes back, I can really find that extra bit of stretch. Let's have our hands on our hips. Let's get sassy and go for some big rotations, left and right. As big as you can with straight legs, the shoulders go the opposite direction. Maybe 4 or 5 one way, and then 4 or 5 the other way, as big as you can. Again, that's just going to mobilize the hips and the trunk, and the lower back. And then we'll finish with the chest and shoulders, fingers down, fingers up, a bit of speed and momentum with control, just to open up the joints, open up the chest. Nice deep breaths. We'll go side to side, and then up and down. And then relax there. Fantastic work. Well done. Helen, I hope you enjoyed. Both sessions had a lot of core as well. So I'm sure there's a bit of a burny sensation, so well done. I'll see you throughout the rest of the week. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Top work Tuesday. Hopefully you guys are on track for a good week. And if not, there's plenty of time to plan, prepare, and set yourself up to win. Well done all. Take care, and I'll see you when I see you. My pleasure. Well done. Bye-bye.